They thought they could erase me with one meeting. 15 years of sweat, brilliance, and loyalty, reduced to a polite smile and a severance folder. What they didn't know was that I'd already moved my queen before they made their first move, restructuring your position, Kira. That's what Marjorie said, her tone sugar-coated with corporate empathy, like a doctor explaining a fatal diagnosis while checking the clock for her next patient. Denise from HR sat beside her, nodding like a metronome of insincerity. They thought they were the ones in control. They thought the words, "new direction," meant something to me. But I had already seen the email, the one not meant for my eyes. I'd known for weeks this was coming. And while they planned my exit, I planned their downfall. That I accepted their manila folder like a prop in a play I'd already performed. 2 weeks for every year, health coverage for 3 months, and a list of career coaches who'd never stepped foot inside a real boardroom. I completely understand, I said, steady as glass. Relief washed over their faces. They wanted tears, maybe anger, but not silence. They thought age made me harmless. 55, too tired to start again, too grateful to fight. But I wasn't tired. I was sharpening my knife. As I left the room, I caught sight of Victor Lawson, our CEO, through the glass wall of the executive suite, gesturing wildly at a PowerPoint slide titled Q3 Revenue Projections. His confidence was almost touching. The man had built his empire on a lie. My algorithm, the beating heart of the company's flagship software, was mine. He'd paraded it around conferences, called it our breakthrough. Our. I closed my office door that day and sent a single text, "It's happening. Friday's the day." The reply came seconds later, "Perfect. Dinner tonight. We'll finalize the deal." Friday, I'd walk out of TechVantage for the last time. Monday, I'd walk into something far greater. That night, I met Gregory Sullivan, CEO of Precision Systems, at a quiet corner booth in a restaurant that served secrets better than food. "They actually did it," he said, shaking his head. "Cut the woman who built their future." I smiled. They never understood what I really built. Because 3 months earlier, I discovered something remarkable. TechVantage had never filed the patent for my algorithm. An oversight, they called it. But when I looked deeper, I found a memo, cold and deliberate, detailing their plan to strip my name from the record before pushing me out. They'd meant to bury me. Instead, they gave me time to build a fortress. While they prepared my dismissal, I perfected the algorithm, quietly, at home, on my own machines. A refined version, 43% more efficient. My version. My patent. My proof. By the time I handed in my keycard, it was already filed, approved, and owned by me. And that night, over dinner, Gregory slid a folder across the table. "Precision Systems acquires exclusive rights to your patent," he said. The deal was sealed with my signature and a glass of wine. 7 figures. Equity. Royalties. Freedom. Thursday and Friday passed in a haze of fake smiles and quiet farewells. Colleagues whispered, pretending not to know. Marjorie stopped by with that smug, empty smile. "These decisions are never personal," she said. "No," I replied, looking her dead in the eyes. "They're just business." If she'd listened carefully, she might have heard the fuse burning. When she asked what I'd do next, I said, "I already have something lined up. A leadership role." She laughed nervously, assuming I meant consulting or retirement. She didn't know I meant conquest. Monday morning came bright and clear. My new office, corner window, city view, looked nothing like the cubicle maze I'd left behind. Precision Systems press release went live at 7 a.m., exclusive patent acquisition. Dr. Kira Jennings appointed Chief Innovation Officer. By 9:15, TechVantage was in chaos. My old team was texting me from the trenches. Complete meltdown. "What did you do?" I replied, "Check your personal emails." Each one of them had an offer letter waiting. Senior roles. Higher pay. Freedom.by 10 a.m., Victor's world was collapsing. Legal teams scrambling. Stock price bleeding. He emailed me directly, "There appears to be a misunderstanding." I forwarded it to our lawyers without a word. By week's end, their stock had fallen 23%. Ours climbed 20. Reporters called it the algorithm coup. They'd called me obsolete, disposable, replaceable. But they forgot something fundamental. When you spend 15 years building a system, you also learn how to dismantle it. Now, every time Victor Lawson looks at his quarterly reports, he'll see my name printed across his losses. Every product they built on my work, licensed through me, owned by me. As I walked into my first board meeting, my team waiting, Greg raised his glass. "To new beginnings," he said. I smiled. "No," I corrected softly. "To owning what they tried to steal." And as I looked out at the skyline, I realized something. Revenge doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it signs its name on the dotted line.